Sir Stephen House, Scotland Yard's Deputy Commissioner, has said that body-worn footage of assaults of police officers should be shown in court in every prosecution to ensure the severity of the crime is recognised, due to concerns that the justice system was not always doing enough to punish for attacks on police. Well. Don't like it when the boot's on the other foot, do you? Sir Stephen House clearly hasn't thought this through, as he says the footage would show the ferocity, the sheer aggression and violence levels of incidents, and ensure that judges and magistrates understood what it's like to be on the receiving end of this when sentencing offenders. And of course, unless more of your body-worn footage goes missing to prevent the court seeing the sheer aggression and violence levels towards the public, then you're going to place yourselves in some hot water. The change has been recommended due to an alleged 17% rise in assaults on police in London in 2020, supposedly equating to some 20 per day, including 98 incidents in which an alleged offender coughed at police claiming to have COVID, and another 49 where a suspect claimed to be infected spat at the police. Pretty Useless Patel has already promised to bring in legislation that will double the maximum sentence for those convicted of assaulting a police officer or other emergency worker to 2 years. House said, officers feel sometimes that assaults on them are not taken seriously by the criminal justice system, and that really affects morale. We need the criminal justice system joined up on this. What we want is the officer's body-worn video shown in court, even when there is a guilty plea, because we want the magistrate or the Crown Court to see the impact of the ferocity and the sheer aggression and violence levels. You don't get that in a statement, you only get that on body-worn video. We want the courts to understand what it's like to be on the receiving end of this. He said that a robbery during which an officer was assaulted was an example of the type of case in which the suspect goes to court, pleads guilty to the robbery, and the judge says, I sentence you to the maximum and I won't sentence you anymore for the assault. So Stephen added, that really upsets our officers and it upsets me. Basically, it's saying the robbery is important, but you're not. Sometimes the system doesn't pay enough attention to our officers or our staff, and that's what we are working on. He said that racist abuse was another problem with officers, both black and white, facing hours of abuse. This could have a negative impact on recruitment and make it harder for the Met to achieve its target of 40% of new officers to come from black or other ethnic minorities backgrounds by 2020, he said. On violence against police, Sir Stephen said the Met was aiming for at least 75% of cases to end in conviction or some other admission of guilt. The force has also brought charges in 87% of cases involving a suspect claiming to have COVID, coughing or spitting, with 45 offenders so far being jailed and others fined. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.